Disclaimer: the views and opinions expressed in this podcast are strictly our own. We are not professionals, just two people sharing thoughts, stories, and personal experiences. Nothing we say is intended to be taken as fact, advice, or instruction. You're free to agree, disagree, or ignore us completely. We're here to spark conversation, not tell you how to live your life. Viewer discretion is advised. Some topics may include strong language or content that could be triggering. We are not licensed therapists or mental health professionals. If you're struggling, please reach out to a qualified professional.
Mic check, mic check. All right, let's do it.
What it is, y'all, this ADHD podcast, and you and I will.
Dear God.
What it is, y'all, this is ADHD podcast, and you are now tapped into channel S5. If you're liking what you're seeing, come be a part of the S5 Mafia and go ahead and hit that subscribe button. You feel me? I believe it's 48% of viewers are not subscribed, so go ahead and be a part of something great. You feel me? This is your boy Lil 50.
What's up, man?
And if you tapping in from a radio or Apple Podcasts or Spotify, go ahead and drop us a follow so you'll never miss a drop.
Yeah, make sure you guys engage. Leave comments, leave likes, you know what I'm saying? We love to see the support.
Definitely.
From different perspectives of what we got going on, you know what I'm saying? It helps us out.
Yeah.
It keeps us going at the end.
All comments, every last one of them. I don't care if it's $1,000, you don't read them.
Factual. But today's conversation will be about relationships and why the majority of relationship standards are the way they are. You know what I'm saying? Like, why do we have it where it is? You know, and my dog, I feel like personally is, well, one thing I can say is accountability.
Yeah, because
Folks be scared to take accountability on their wrongdoings.
yeah, because it take like I was saying, it take two to tango.
Facts.
And everybody be blaming the other person. Oh, they did this, they did that, but they ain't never like. You ever thought about like you got all these relationships going wrong, and you ain't never thought to look in the mirror like maybe it's something I'm doing why I keep getting up in these situations. It ain't never nobody else's fault. You like the most perfect person in the world. You know what I'm saying? Well, like
the whole time that's non-existent. There's no such thing as perfection unless you're looking at the perfection of imperfections.
you did something wrong to make that. You know what I'm saying? Rock that boat too. You feel me?
I need to ride that boat. Nah, real talk though, like, the number one thing I would say, other than accountability, would be communication.
Yeah.
I feel like relationships take real communication.
Yeah.
I'm speaking from my personal, you know what I'm saying, personal situation and relation that I'm in myself now. That's what built us to get where we are. You know what I'm saying? Communication is that number one thing, because if you're not communicating, you're not going to get any understanding. You know what I'm saying? You can't just go about in a relationship like, oh, I think it's this, so I'm going to run with what I think. Just like how crazy motherfuckers be having dreams and being like, oh, you cheated on my dream. You cheated.
That shit is so
You crazy, bitch. How the hell I cheat? Because I cheated in your dream. Like, I feel like, and don't get me wrong, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes dreams might be showing you a sign. But don't run with that without coming to me and let me know, like, what's up? You got an attitude throughout the whole day about the dream.
Dreams just be dreams sometimes too, bro.
Yeah, like,
talk to me first like a regular human being before you get to tripping out. Cause like it ain't gonna be a happy day for nobody. You over there just tripping over a dream, and the thing of it is, why get in a relationship with somebody you do not fucking trust? I never understood that shit. If you gonna accuse me of cheating, you might as well go ahead and leave. Why you gonna accuse me of cheating and stay? That don't make no sense. It's like going into a business with somebody you don't trust. Make that make sense.
And expecting success. That ain't how it works, man. It takes trust in anything, for real. And another thing about communication, though, it's not only about communicating about the bad things. You got to go with the positives too.
Yeah.
Like, people love reassurance.
Let them know what they're doing good.
Like, let them like it's just like giving the dog a treat when you tell the dog sick, you get the dog a treat. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to let people know what they're doing good at and what they fucking up at.
Yeah.
It goes both ways. You know what I'm saying? Don't just get on the motherfucking back because you hear, oh, I heard today's podcast they said we should communicate. So you get to your significant other, and you just snap it on like, oh, you doing this, you doing that, you feel me? No.
Yeah, man, like it be reassured too.
It gotta be something positive about the relationship for it to work too, you know what I'm saying? You don't just pinpoint the negatives and be like, oh yeah, we talked about that. That's it. Nah.
The good, the bad, and
you know what I'm saying? Highlight it all. You go through these steps. It's different steps to get to this one point of where y'all on solid ground. You know what I'm saying?
See, and the thing of it is too, a lot of folks don't really know what communicating is because they'll say, a lot of people will say, "Oh, communication is very important," but when it's time to communicate, they shut down. Like every goddamn time. You feel me? Uh, Prime example. I give a personal example. The shorty I was talking to, we were supposed to go on a date or whatever, and she she had some plans with the fam and didn't let me. She was letting me know. Let me see that vid. Let me see that vid. Okay, it's still gone. It's still gone. She didn't let me know what the plan was, what the move was, a plan change or not. And I was like, she was like, I'll let you know. It's been 4 hours, dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm just sitting waiting on you. I was like, hey, bro, you could have told me, like, you feel me? Yeah, and I would have, I could have been doing something else. So I was like, I don't like my time wasted. You feel me? Just let me know. And all she had to say was, I'm sorry. I'm like, you've been saying that this whole time, bro. Like, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Like that, you know, use it so much, the word don't got no meaning no more.
Facts, and that's one thing that motherfucker love running into is apologizing with nothing behind it. Like, that shit don't mean nothing but a word if you ain't doing nothing but apologize. It's just like
I think that should get out of jail free card. It's not.
It's just like with my lady, and this ain't nothing really bad, but it's like uh she sometimes when she had like gas, you know what I'm saying, but not farting gas, you know what I'm saying, burping. She'll say, "Excuse me, I'm sorry." I told her, "Hey man, stop apologizing, cause you ain't sorry." You know what I'm saying?
It's a
Excuse me,
habit.
yeah, excuse me, it's cool, but you don't gotta say sorry, Shawty. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta really feel bad about that. But and if you know, it's like it ain't really like no ill intent behind it. I get you want to apologize, but if you gonna keep breaking shit, just excuse yourself and let it be that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, because that's the natural thing, bro. You
yeah,
go hurt. You feel me? A lot.
you know, too. You know what I'm saying?
On
But I
me.
just had to let you know, you know, too. Ain't too much crazy tooting going on. You know what I'm saying? It's just that one instant.
I'm gonna say that one job, and then I'm gonna get back to what you were saying about that sorry job. 'Cause a lot of people do that, but the one thing I was gonna say to harp on about that communication job, bro. If you're gonna say sorry, have a solution after that. So I know that you actually mean it and you trying to fix it. Because sorry is one thing, but having a solution behind that job is another. Like, okay, I'm sorry. Tell me what you're sorry for and how we going to avoid this problem the next time.
Word, word.
And then, too, about the sorry job. A lot of that job comes from like trauma, because, you know, uh, childhood trauma. When you feel me, you always feel like you're doing something wrong.
Yeah.
And your defense mechanism is to say I'm sorry, so you develop a habit of saying I'm sorry all the time. You feel me? And that's something like you get blamed for something you ain't really do, so you develop that habit of saying, "I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry." You know what I'm saying? Even though you really ain't do nothing for real, but sometimes that's where that comes from.
Mm. That makes sense. And to continue on the sorry is like you can't, in some instances, if it's like, I'm trying to think on an instant where you saying sorry and then letting it be that for the moment. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you might not have the time to full out, you feel me, explain, oh, this what I'm sorry for.
Yeah.
This what we're gonna do to work on that. So don't just think like we on here saying like fuck you saying sorry. Nah. Or fuck your apologies. No.
No, we said.
But if you got the time to break it down and find a solution behind that sorry, do it.
Yeah, even if you gotta take some time, like I know I did wrong. I'm gonna get back to you with my apology real quick. Let me do it right. You know, saying stuff like that go a long way, bro.
Yeah, speaking of time, do not put time over no loyalty, dog. Y'all be in these situationships and relationships and be like, I've been with this person so long, so I can't. Yes, you can. Stop being so damn weak. That's a form of weakness, dog. Like you gonna sit there and put up with that just cause you put time on it. Well, you can embrace the time that y'all had, the good time. Cool. Leave that shit alone and try to leave that shit alone. You know what I'm saying? If it ain't working out no more, do not carry it on because you're like, I got married to this person. So what?
Dead ass, bro. And I'm not bad even cut you off, but that's about that quote I was telling you about. What old dude said. He on TikTok. I don't know if he ever gonna see this video, but he know who I'm talking about. But anyway, he said commitment is not about staying no matter what. It's about staying no matter what it reveals, bro. That shit hit. I was like, ooh, because he was saying he was basically talking about like how like people be staying just cause like that's he was basically saying like we got to change like the narrative of the word commitment because it's like people think this just mean like oh I gotta stay with this person and be loyal and a lot of the time bro like you don't even be completely loyal in that relationship like you done mentally checked out already you know what I'm saying and I think that's a form of a lack of commitment because I feel like in that aspect if you're not on that person and they mind like with that commitment, man. If your mind ain't on that person, then it's over.
It ain't always. And do not get this twisted. There may be times where you sit there like, damn, I'm tired of your ass. You don't got to leave a man, but like, if you see it's like, it seems like nothing ain't working, be okay with leaving.
Yeah.
Leaving things alone before it get bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, in Lifetime shows it, and whoa, wait a minute, whoa. Hold on, hold on, oh, boy. I ain't see that red dot, boy. I'm gonna cite that. I say, no, we got all this without getting it. No. Yeah. But nah. I lost track fast, man. But nah, like them Lifetime movies and TV shows, like when the folks be getting crazy on them and they start taking folks out, you know what I'm saying? And killing people, like killing them and they love them like the job. Don't let it get to that point. And I'm not justifying that because that shit not cool. But it's like when you saying it's not working, like what they say, red flags. You start seeing the red flags, collect them red flags. Y'all be dodging the red flag like a 5-star running back at a camp. Nah, pick them things up and hold on to them. Like, hold on, I remember. You know what I'm saying? Just like we said in a past episode, pattern recognition. You can't just look past it and be like, oh, it's cool, but then it start happening over and over. It's like, God damn, bro. Hold on, I seen you do this 5 hours a time. I'm gonna you gonna change your what? You know what I'm saying? So
that anxiety you feel, like when something don't feel right, you know what I'm saying? Are they doing something? They was texting at a certain speed before, and all of a sudden that bitch started to slow down. Yeah, your gut is not lying to you. You done seen this before a plethora of times, so you know, okay. You need to let them know how you feeling too, though. Don't be keeping and harboring that shit to yourself, and they don't respect it. I mean, and two, I will say nobody is responsible for your reassurance. You got to be secure in yourself as well. But At the same time, if you know you need that type of attention 24/7, you might need some. I ain't gonna lie. But at the same time, though, don't let it be zero communication. That's egregious. You feel me? Like you go all day without texting somebody. That's I don't care if y'all ain't been talking only 2 days, like all day, bro. I ain't gonna count. You ain't say like that person ain't interested in you, right?
Yeah, cause it either way at your mental when you're not talking to somebody that you really like rock with. It be biting on that mental, but I really enjoy this topic because I'm in a happy relationship myself. You know what I'm saying? And I like speaking on my lady. I don't care who my like is. I love my lady. I love speaking on my lady because it's like this was one of the even though I call myself being in a relationship many times, you know what I'm saying? This is the one time that I really feel like I'm in a relationship with everything that comes with it, the good, the bad, the ugly. You know what I'm saying? This is the one time where I'm like, damn, this is what a relationship together. This is what a relationship really consists of. Like
that people and that's the thing too. People don't know. Like everybody be thinking it's just a relationship is just, and this is why it's bad too, because people got a false sense of reality of what they believe a relationship to be, and they think it's just cute text and pictures and photos and cute text messages and that's it.
movies and shit, bro. And
Social media.
Yeah,
I was gonna get into that next.
social media, bro. Because social media gonna do it. One thing about social media is you gotta learn how to take what you see and just let it be what you see. You know what I'm saying? Your relationship not gonna be like somebody else's. Okay, they went to Turks and Caicos game.
You might not got Turks and Caicos money.
Yeah, if you at Mickey D's and Buddy at, you know what I'm saying, a warehouse, if it ain't bringing in Turks and Caicos paint, don't be looking for Turks and Caicos because you seen it on your FYP game. Just wait till you get it done. You know what I'm saying? You gotta understand what you're accepting when you get in this relationship. That be another thing. Like y'all know what y'all see a motherfucker. All right, boom. For example, and I'm not knocking, but y'all see a female a stripper try to cut something like that, and you be like, why you showing your body? Before you even got there, she was shaking that for cash, gang.
What make you think she gonna change for you?
And if y'all didn't come to the standard before getting together, like, hey, I want to accept this, and she was like, okay, I'll stop. Bro, you just gotta accept what you accepted. Y'all be looking for different standards. Like I said, y'all don't look at. Sometimes y'all don't look at the reality of things for what it is, but instead you look at it for what it wanted to be, what you want it to be. You know what I'm saying?
Trying to work shit.
You want this person that's not so good to be the good person that was be somebody that was less attractive. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Y'all be trying to get somebody that you like instead of fucking with a motherfucker that like you. You know what I'm saying? Like mess with that person that like you. And don't only mess with somebody that like you. You need to like them in return. Fact. You know what I'm saying? Because if you with somebody that you don't like, the shit ain't gonna work out because you don't like them off the rip. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, you gotta find perfection in the imperfections. Facts. Yeah, you might not look the best out of if I line up a whole bunch of models and put you in there, you might not look the best, but to me, you look the best because you're mine. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's all about what's in your head and how you picture it. You know what I'm saying? If you all day thinking in your head your lady ugly, gang, you don't need to be with your lady. Yeah. If you with your dude and you like, ugh, I should have got this with this friend. So you might want to leave that dude. You know what I'm saying? Cause see, this would lead to what one of the overhead works call it. He call it microwave relationships because they happen so fast. But this would lead to that though, and that's what clouds their sense of judgment, where they avoid all them red flags and all that stuff. Remember how we were just talking about like
social media, when you brought that up, social media and what their idea of what a relationship is supposed to be like in the beginning stages of them talking, they're like, oh, happy and blah, blah, blah. And when they really get into the
quote unquote
honeymoon phase, yeah, that shit hit like a freight train, boy. You get past that and that clarity kick in.
Yeah.
And then you're like, damn, I really don't like this motherfucker like that. They get ready to, you feel me? I was just happy in the moment. The idea.
Yeah,
Keep it
being with you.
Yeah.
Idea.
The idea of a relationship, of the qualities that that person has,
Yeah.
but they want that in another person.
Yeah.
But that other person that they want ain't doing that. But this person is, it just ain't the person that they want doing that. But they'll entertain it for a little minute. But once that shit wear off and they're like, all right, I done had my fun now. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I did that before. I done told you about that like that. Then that shit wear off, you like, what you say, you was like, that's not her. You know what I'm saying? You feel me?
Yeah, and I ain't gonna lie, I fucked around and get the same shit, like, but I be doing a lot of self-reflection. So it'd be easy to, like,
Pinpoint that, job. That's
get up out of that, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you get with somebody looking for somebody else in that person,
yeah.
no. Nah, you might as well just do a little bit more healing. You ain't fully healed yet to be in a relationship with someone else. You need to spend some time with yourself and build up some self-love. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all don't even love yourself and be trying to give love to another motherfucker. You don't love yourself yet. That's one of the first steps. Find some self-love.
Facts. And don't be, that's one thing I say our parents are right about. Don't be in a rush to go find love, bro. Everybody, comparison is a thief of joy. You might look around and there's a lot of people around you that's in happy relationships and you get in your feelings because you're not in one. Your time gonna come. Every dog has his day. Just wait your turn, bro. Your person gonna come to you. But if you constantly keep looking around and oh, I need to be in a relationship now. Everybody's having fun. You don't see what they be going through behind closed doors. You don't. You got to be prepared for those deep, hard conversations that you got to have and actual communication that you got to have. Like relationships are a lot like making a sword, bro. Everybody always see the finished product of a sword. Like it look nice, the blade is sharpened, but they don't know the process that it takes to make that sword. They gotta fucking melt the metal. Obviously, that's a high temperature. Once they melt that, they gotta mold it, and it takes a lot of hammering and beating on the sword. You know what I'm saying? And you put it back in the fire again, and you pull it out until it gets to that point to where it's a sharp blade. It don't come out that way. You know what I'm saying? It had to go through a long process.
Just like you said, microwave relationship.
Yeah.
Shit, I'm looking for a crock pot relationship. I need my crock pot. I need to go slow blast. And you feel me? Slow.
And that's how you get to that motherfucker. You gotta go through some shit. Trial by fire. That's how you know your shorty or your dude is battle tested. Y'all done went through some shit. Y'all survived. Y'all was able to talk through that. Not only did y'all talk through it, y'all grew through it, and y'all didn't make the same mistakes again. It ain't, you feel me?
The same cycle over and over, you know?
Yeah, you doing that. Something ain't right. My dad always told me, bro, it's okay to make a mistake, but the same mistake, okay, now you tripping. You feel me?
Sure, it might not be a mistake. You keep doing it.
Yeah, that ain't no mistake no more. You doing it on purpose. God damn it. You feel me? Water break.
But yeah, man, it's a mix in between the two L words, love and lust.
I knew it.
y'all gotta figure out the difference. You know what I'm saying? If you always, and it's okay to be turned on by your significant other. That's how it's supposed to be. But if that's all you see, you don't even see the beauty in their face, in their body, and in their soul, without like sex. Nah, dude. That might not be love. That might be lust. And some people don't know how to differentiate between the two. That's why they get caught up in these relationships where
they in a bad.
They have problems.
The house terrorists, you know what I'm saying? You don't want one of them.
But not just that, they have problems, and instead of them communicating when they have problems, they just have sex to make up.
Yeah, now you incentivizing bad behavior.
Yeah, like you gotta differentiate the two. You know what I'm saying? They're not the same. They might feel the same at times, but don't be foolish. Do
Ain't nothing
not
wrong.
be foolish.
Men and women, bro. Ain't nothing wrong with dating. Go fuck around and find out what it is that you actually want in a partner. Because you might find different qualities dating different people. And you're like, okay, this person did this. I didn't like that. This person did it. I was pretty cool, but he didn't have this or that. You know what I'm saying? You can't build somebody, but if you can find somebody that got majority of the things that you would want in a person, that you're good. Like dating it, that's what dating is supposed to be. Like obviously, high school was not a good example of what dating is like. That's a prime example of, because you only see each other at school for the most part.
Yeah.
For some people anyway.
Depending on the situation.
Yeah, so it's just like y'all really don't got no. No, it should be straight.
How many blocks? It's straight.
It's like 3.
Okay. I'm just making sure. My fault.
Yeah, it's good. Damn.
You're talking about relationships in high school.
Oh yeah, that's not a good example of a relationship. Now, real shit start once you become adult for real. You out of school and you can spend more time. Y'all got to work and y'all actually going through problems. You got to communicate. Yeah, you feel me? Like the shit get real when you not in school no more. At school was just that is what it is. That was a prime example of what I was talking about. That fairy tale relationship. It's good because I mean y'all don't see each other all the time, and all y'all worry about is school and that's about it, and whatever drama you got going on in school. But and those relationships didn't last long anyway. You only got like a select few people that probably married their high school sweethearts.
Shit, you only got a select few people that actually happily married.
That too.
And I ain't just say married, I'm talking about happily married. A lot of y'all just be married just to say, I'm married. Give a fuck about that. Are you really happy? You just married somebody that don't even know you. You married somebody that ain't trying to understand you. You married somebody that you don't find attractive. Yeah, attractive. I was thinking attractive, but I say like, yeah, we can go attractive. You don't find them attractive. You know what I'm saying? You don't find them attractive, but you said I'm married to show everybody else. You ain't even married them for y'all. You married them for everybody else. You know what I'm saying?
Did it for social media.
All you want to do is stunt your ring and stunt the fact that you married, but you're not even happy though. You contemplating cheating all the time.
Yeah, don't worry, time gonna tell, bro. Like a lot, if you get married quickly, bro, I ain't gonna cap. Sometimes timeline don't matter. Sometimes like the shit just be when there are some. It's rare, but there are some instances where people just know, like, all right, you know what I'm saying, like this my person. I'm gonna just go ahead and lock this down. But in most cases,
That's rare as hell.
yeah, rare as a motherfucker. But in most cases, and most cases, for some of y'all listening and or watching, this ain't y'all. Don't do that shit. Make sure, you know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna go through some things first. See how they handle these hard situations before you just be like, okay, I want to lock in with this person because I hate for you to get married, like you said, and find out that they are terrible at handling tough situations and they leave you out to dry because you failed to test it. I'm not saying go out and cause problems on purpose to see what they do, but things naturally happen, and you're gonna see how if they're gonna stand 10 toes with you, or they're gonna leave you out to dry and then let you handle it. Because it's supposed to be everybody be talking about, you know what I'm saying, whether or not a relationship supposed to be 50-50 or not, or if the man supposed to be providing or not. I believe and it's a partnership because let's just say your man is paying all the bills, right? Or whoever paying all the bills, right? What if that motherfucker gets sick? What are you going to do to help him? And you just been at home chilling. Now y'all both SOL. You feel me? So that's what I mean. You got to get somebody that really got your back. Like when shit hit the fan for real, they finna step up to the plate because you're not always gonna be 50. You might have to do 100% one day, or 1%, not 1%, 99% one day, and they might be 1%, and it ain't gonna be even all the time. You might be doing 25 and they might have to get 75 or vice versa. You got to be able to have your partner back, but you got to find out who your, like that saying about that ride or die shit. That shit real, bro. You got to find somebody that's your ride or die that really got your back and they going to let you be out to dry, like suffering and checking on your mental and seeing if you're all right. Do you need help? You know what I'm saying? When the last time somebody, your girl asked you, or your significant other, your dude asked you, like, how you doing mentally, bro? That shit matters, bro. You gotta have somebody that really will go to bat for you. You feel me? Don't be settling for no small fry shit, bro. You know your work, and a lot of y'all just looking at the small finite details of a relationship. Really sit down and pay attention and be like, if shit really got bad, that's what y'all really need to be asking yourselves.
Hold on. I ain't mean to cut you off, but it's on my mind.
What's that?
Knowing your worth. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Y'all don't be knowing y'all worth. Oh my God. Flip flops be thinking they worth a Birkin. No, no, know your worth for real. That's where that time alone and self reflection comes from.
Facts.
Build yourself up so y'all can build each other up.
Facts.
Y'all be thinking y'all worth something that you ain't worth. And this ain't no shit talk, this real talk. Like, actually know your worth. Not what you want your worth to be or what you're working towards. Know your current worth in your current relationship and your current status.
Your market.
Like, yeah, man. Y'all be getting that shit confused. Y'all be thinking, oh, I'm the baddest looking bitch. So what? You just called yourself a bitch. Where your standards stand at for real? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. And I know a lot of folks nowadays like that, but it's a self respect thing. That's just for me personally. That's why I say know your worth.
If I had a child, bro, and they was asking me about like how do they choose somebody, I'm like, choose somebody that got your back for real. I guess that's your life partner. That's if you in a relationship, the end goal is is uh marriage, if you believe in it, or lifelong commitment. I'll say that if you don't believe in marriage, lifelong commitment. And if you're gonna do that with somebody, if that's your goal with that person, ask yourself, if shit hit the fan, does this person have my back? And the only way you'll be able to answer that question is if y'all have been through some shit already. And not only do you got it's gonna take a little bit of multitasking, but you gotta really pay attention to how they handle tough situations. Because just like the weather outside, it ain't always sunny. That rain gonna come sooner or later. Or unless it's Texas or not Texas, Vegas is always hot out there, motherfucker. You gonna cook, you feel me? That sun is unbearable, you feel me, wherever you at. The point of that being is the weather changes, just like a relationship. The relationship status changes. It ain't gonna be happy all the time. Like y'all gonna go through some shit. But how do they handle it? What are they doing? You know what I'm saying? Pay attention to all that shit. And that's why that shit's so shitty. Y'all be not thinking about that stuff. Y'all be thinking it's supposed to be happy all the time. And now I'm not saying like I said earlier, purposely just go through some shit. Like you just going through the same shit. Yeah, the pattern recognition. Have some pattern recognition. You notice you having the same problem, go ahead and get the fuck up out of there. And obviously they not learning and they not trying to grow, or they blaming you, or they not taking no accountability or seeing how y'all can grow from that. Some people just be good at talking too. You gotta be careful of that. That's another thing wrong with these relationships. Y'all gotta pay attention to the people that's good at talking. If they just saying shit and it sound good and they still, you feel me, doing the same shit, go ahead and
Man, the add on to that, bro. I tell folks all the time, you gotta look at it like this. Have you ever watched a movie and you know this shit fiction, but you feel the movie? Just the actor or actress is that good.
yeah.
They cry like they got you crying. if they could do this in a movie, you don't think people could do this in reality? Like, come on, bro. It's the same thing. These are real people, real situations. They don't let nobody manipulate your feelings because you just thinking emotionally. Man,
that's why
pay attention for real to them signs, and there's plenty of signs.
actions speak louder than words. Actions speak louder than words.
Yelling.
Because I mean, like, yeah, you can't be. You can get fooled once. You fool me, you can't get fooled again. Whatever George Bush said, you feel me? Like you get fooled once. I can see that happen to you once. You be like, okay, well he did this and that, but like it be some people that actually, you know what I'm saying, or explain to me stuff that be happening in their relationships and stuff like that. But it be like the same shit, like the same person, and then like it's like you telling me, man, when I touched that stove, it burnt my hand. Well, now you know not to touch it. But you called me a second time and that same stove burnt you. You must be like I'm stupid.
You stuck on that damn stove.
Yeah, like bro, you must like getting burnt because that's the only thing I can think. Because like, ain't no way you dealing with the same stuff with the same person. You got to at one point look in the mirror and be like, okay,
It's my dumbass.
yeah,
That's the thing, bro. When people come to me for advice, they either continue to come or they'll come back. Cause I get straight to the nitty gritty. Oh, such and such did this. Oh, they did? Yeah, you probably don't want to fuck with them no more.
oh,
It depending on how crucial whatever they did was, I'll tell you flat out, no, cut them off, bro. They ain't no girl, so you carry around dead weight. And dead weight ain't gonna get you nowhere. If you trying to hit a higher altitude, you know what I'm saying, and go up. You just making it harder. Yeah, you trying to elevate. You making it harder to carry around this dead weight.
think of it as like I don't want to say like a business part. I don't know monetary shit, but like a bit like a bit. Think of it like a business partner.
An investment.
Yeah, like really what it is, an investment to your life, because it can be good or bad. Like you bet on a bad stock, what you know is bad, yeah, it's gonna fuck you up. You might not know it's bad at first, but like you can always pull your money out when you start seeing the stock drop. The same thing in real life.
Yeah.
Real life, pull out. You feel me? And
pull out.
Yeah.
Pull out.
Yeah, that too. Especially if you know, you feel me, the situation ain't ideal for you. Pull out.
Pull out.
You feel me?
Pull out. Don't up the ante. Pull out.
Facts. Shit, yeah, man. That's what we say. So for the most part, we done went over. Actually, yeah, we done went over most things. Social media, that's a problem. That's a give you that false sense of
social media. Love versus lust.
Communication.
Number one. Nah, I'm putting communication number one every time.
Oh, okay.
That's how you get an understanding. Oh shit.
What?
Securities and insecurities.
Facts. Those are real deal personal problems. Like that's stuff like that falls into like motherfuckers getting healing because I ain't gonna lie. At one point when I was younger, I was real insecure. What? What? What happened, bro?
Oh, childish ass nigga, man. Your birth was different, gang. It was different.
You talking about that right there?
Yeah, it was like that been hurt.
Yeah.
Go ahead, it's my fault.
What was I saying?
That's all insecurities and shit.
Oh yeah. At one point, like I got real bad anxiety, but at one point, bro, I used to be one of them double texting motherfuckers. It took too long to text. And I was thinking like I did something wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, are you good? You okay? It was coming from a place of like concern, but I also was like, did I do something wrong? Like that, but that in reality, I mean, it'd be courteous to them to be like, no, you ain't did nothing. But in reality, they don't owe you that. You got to be secure in yourself to be able to sit in silence. And that's something I had to learn and be cool with. Like, if they don't want to talk, they don't want to talk. It's just like inviting yourself somewhere that you weren't invited.
I don't go.
Yeah, if you wasn't invited, don't go.
But I would rather a motherfucker tell me they're not interested instead of just leaving me there, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It would be courteous for them to do it.
I would rather them flat out be like, you ugly as fuck.
Yeah, it may sting a little bit. Facts.
I'd rather get that than get there wondering. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That shit sucks. But at the same time, they don't owe you that. I mean, they don't. They can just up and leave.
yeah, obligations.
Yeah,
They feel obligated. Like you just meet somebody. You don't know if you can't think, but you feel obligated to this next text letting you know that you're not interested. But like,
you gotta be secure in yourself.
I think I'm just very apologetic.
Facts.
Like, I ain't gonna lie.
That's how I developed that bad habit, though.
Yeah.
Of doing that, because it was done to me. And so after a couple of times of doing that, I'm thinking like, you know what I'm saying? Before, you know, it's a crazy thing. What's that? I forget that little saying. Not catch-22. I think that is. I'm thinking I'm using this right, but basically, they were doing that to me, and I'm complaining about how they doing it. And then down the line in the future, I end up doing the same thing that they were doing to me.
Hypocrite, eh?
On me, bad. I ain't gonna cap. I'll say that, like, you know what I'm saying. But in a sense, I get to see and speak from both perspectives of that shit happening though. Huh? Yeah, we good. Both perspective of the victim and the person doing it. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I can get like, yeah, I ain't really feeling this person. Like, but like you said before, like it'd be cool to let somebody know uh, instead of just leaving them there hanging. Cause that shit does suck.
Yeah, I have to tell y'all that.
Yeah.
Tell yourself trying to do that. I'm like, I ain't gonna lie, bro.
But sometimes it be like, I be feeling like this too, though. I feel like if I say that, right, in most cases, I be feeling like I'm sparing them because if I explain it and they let's just say they really like you and they don't want to let you go.
Yeah.
I feel like blocking them like rips the band-aid off or you know what I'm saying, for them to not, you know what I'm saying? It'll be easier for them to leave and they don't have any pictures of me or if I, cause I do that, I seem like the bad guy. They ain't gonna want to keep no pictures. But if I do the right thing and I do that, it leaves a good lasting impression. So they're gonna want to keep trying and then convince you like, oh, it could work. And I don't want that shit's gonna hurt even more. I feel like instead of just disappearing, which I mean, I feel like they both bad, but
I feel like it's like I always say, it's situational.
yeah,
But it's that closure sometimes is needed.
yeah,
Whether they try to get you to stay or not, bro, get that closure. Cause you block at somebody, you might drive them crazy, bro. If they're really crazy about you and you just block them out of nowhere, they don't know what's going on, bro. Some people might be thinking, oh no, they're gonna kill us now. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
crazy job, man. They
yeah,
like fuck around and abuse, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Not
yeah,
but you gotta let them know, like, hey, bro, I ain't gonna lie, like, I ain't feeling it. Like, I don't feel like I'm ready for this. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And then if they try to explain themselves, hear them out. Same way you want them to hear you out, hear them out.
yeah,
But stand on business. I ain't going back. As much as bad as I feel, like after you told me how you feel, you know what I'm saying, you want things to work out, I still feel like we should. You know what I'm saying? You got to be willing to have these conversations. And these are needed for relations that's going to work out and relationships that's not going to work out. That closure is needed.
and that's why I was like, I knew I needed healing at that point, cause just like how I was talking about, but I don't see it from a like I'm one of those people where like it sounds good to be in a relationship, and then I get in one, and then I get bored like really quick, and I just be like, I don't know what the fuck happened, but it's just like all the energy that was there is gone, and I'm like, damn. So I'm a part of. I ain't gonna cap. I'm part of the problem. I'm sit there and I'll tell you that's why I was able to come up with this topic because I'm part of that problem. I'm you know what I'm saying. It's okay. You know what I'm saying. I was able to self reflect and realize that. And anybody that I have done that to, I'm gonna say it right now in this podcast. I might not ever see it a day in life, but I apologize. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing the right steps to get healing mentally and all that stuff. But for other people out there that I'm speaking for, make sure y'all do the same thing because that shit is fucked up. Like, you know what I'm saying? I had several talks with my boy about that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, in the same way I tell y'all, I tell you some real shit, I tell them real shit, because I had to make them stand on business, because I was going to stand on my viewpoint, like, nah, that ain't it, bro. I just don't feel like that's it. Regardless, even if you leave a motherfucker because you like, I just don't want to be with you. Tell them. Yeah. You got the balls to leave them, have the balls to tell them why you leaving. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Drive them nuts, my nigga. Facts. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just, and I get, like, it's harder for some people to be straightforward. But I only can give you a straightforward answer because I'm a straightforward nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just that. I feel like being straightforward is how you really get the best results. And the best results might not seem like the best results.
In the beginning,
yeah, but it's like, why beat around the bush? Why build up on lies or sugarcoating? Why? That take up too much energy. It's gonna take energy for you to tell the truth. It's gonna take energy for you to tell a lie. Which one you gonna use your energy towards?
Yeah, you
I'd rather be straightforward. Yeah, because when you're straightforward, it don't take much to do.
And find out for yourself why it is that you are attracted to the idea of relationships and then get in one and then either end up in bad situations or you end up in a situation where you done wasted somebody's time.
And they're alive, like,
Yeah, and that's a lot of people's problems in this situation is trauma. I ain't gonna cap because I mean that's what you used to. Yeah, that inconsistency of or whether it be parenting or you just develop this trauma habit later in life with inconsistent people, you know what I'm saying, hot and cold people or PTSD or whatever the case may be. Uh, go get some help and let people know, you know what I'm saying, that whenever you get involved with them, that you have, like, if you decide to do that, let them know up front, like, hey, you know what I'm saying? If they get involved with you, you know what I'm saying? Don't you go looking for nobody. Like, hey, like I have a history of doing this. You know what I'm saying? If you still want to deal with me, then you know what I'm saying. At that point, still, that don't give you the right to go fucking, like I said, block folks and just up and leave and disappear. But still, though, like at least tell them up front, like, hey, I'm still healing. X, Y, and Z, but if you still want to deal with me, you know, that's cool, but we can take it slow because I don't want to rush into that. The best thing you can possibly do with like people like me is take it real slow. Don't because my problem is I don't like to feel trapped, bro. So like, and that could be a problem with other people. It's like they get in a relationship and they have a fear of their personal life being taken from them. It's like that person wants you to be completely engulfed and involved in them, and that shit's scary.
That's selfish.
Yeah,
That's not a healthy relationship.
yeah, but sometimes that just person could just be happy and just a really anxious person, and they just want to be. They're really clingy, and that'll run a motherfucker off too. So you got to be uh let somebody know, and that's my problem too. I don't let nobody know like when something's going on with me, and that's what leads me to do these things. So I'm telling y'all right now, like we just talked about earlier, communication is key. Let that person know, like, hey, I feel a little smothered. You know what I'm saying? Can we slow it down? You know what I'm saying? I feel pressure. You know, ain't nothing wrong with saying that. If they take offense to it, then that person ain't for you.
And if you're not willing to do it, that's what leads to these situations of the one that got away.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Right person, wrong time. It might not be that. It might just be the fact that y'all ain't talking about what it need to be talked about. Like you go home every day, like y'all good when y'all together, but you go home every day and you being abused.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's going on. And I'm talking like in younger relationships, like when you possibly might have living with your parents or got a roommate that's not just your significant other. You being abused, whether it's physical or mental abuse. You ain't telling me, so I don't get why certain things going the way they are when I get to the crib. Why I'm not getting texts at a certain time. I might be thinking like, oh, you cheating or something. You know what I'm saying? But the whole time, you trying to keep it together. You not letting me know. Now we just both fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So know what you're accepting and let it be known what your other is accepting out of you.
That's another last thing I'm gonna touch on is have them hard conversations early, like unpack. Yeah, I mean, don't like.
Don't trauma though.
Yeah, I was. You right about fucking line.
Don't trauma though, cause motherfucker be good for it, and it be a playing victim.
Yeah,
Playing victim. Don't trauma though. Don't meet somebody off ripper and just feel the need to. Oh yeah, this happened to me. This happened to me. I didn't do anything. This and that. This and no. Hell no.
I'm saying, yeah, like ask them questions about their past, like how was their childhood growing up? How was, you know what I'm saying, their past relationships? How did they handle it? Why did it end? You know what I'm saying? Do you have problems with commitment, X, Y, and Z? Do you have any mental problems? You know what I'm saying?
The real shit, y'all be worried about the wrong shit.
Yeah.
Y'all be trying to make longevity out of asking shit like
later down the line.
Like, what's your favorite color? Yeah, that's cool to get to know somebody. Or what's your nah. I said somebody nah, no, I'm believing. Y'all be asking the wrong shit. Y'all be asking the wrong shit and be like, that's where the understanding come in. You know what I'm saying? Really understand what's going on and what you're willing to accept and not willing to accept. There's no actual perfection. Like everything is gonna be good, great. Because if it is, somebody living a lie. Facts. If you ain't finding nothing, and cause it's always gonna be something in your significant other that you might not fuck with, and they might not change. You know what I'm saying? Like motherfucker, for example, motherfucking feet might stink. Like for real shit. Like their feet might stink. They might got a problem. Like it ain't that they ain't washing their feet. They just got a problem where their feet stink more than the average person.
Yo, yeah.
Are you willing to accept this? Or are you like, I ain't fucking with your Cheeto feet? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's these things that out here that
you need
that ain't your person that you need to figure out. Am I going to accept this or am I not?
Ask all the hard questions. That's how you weed out people you don't want to.
Weed them out.
Weed out that's another thing. What's wrong with relationships today is y'all don't ask the hard questions. So that's all I got to say on that.
Yeah, man, but you already know what I'm saying, man. I want to let y'all know to everybody that's watching, that made it this far, that's listening, that's made it this far. ADHD, appreciate you. Major love. Y'all help us to keep going. We're gonna keep going regardless. You know what I'm saying? But that's that one push, you know what I'm saying, boost to boost already like for
We back. Camera has died, but
yeah, we got kind of like I want to continue on it with saying we definitely appreciate y'all, all the support, all the love that we've been getting. We're currently at about 46, 47, possibly 48 subscribers. Road to 1,000, you know what I'm saying, on YouTube.
yes, sir.
We definitely appreciate y'all. It's been real, you know what I'm saying. If you did enjoy what you were listening to or watching, make sure to sub, like, comment, follow up if you don't already. You know what I'm saying.
Facts.
And if you're out at work, at home, eating
cereal.
ADHD appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
It's been really good schluck, man.
And your boy 50, the greatest station in the nation, S5 Mafia. You feel me? Come join the crew, and hopefully one day we get some fucking merch. You feel me? It don't come. It don't come. Y'all stay tapped in. I know a lot of y'all been asking about it.
After seeing
The jacket.
varsities from last episode, but
Yeah.
it's coming. It's coming. Just give us some time.
Yeah, let us, you feel me, build an audience. Cause obviously, you know what I'm saying, when we purchase that stuff, it come in bulk. So I can't just, you know what I'm saying, well, we can't just buy one thing at a time. It's gonna come in bulk, and you know what I'm saying. Ain't nobody finna. We'll figure it out. We gotta figure out vendors and all that shit. It's a lot that goes into that, but one day the merch gonna come. So y'all just be patient with us. And if you made it this far, we fuck with you. And yeah, man.
It's that. You know what I'm saying?
ADHD,
man. Yes, sir.
always dreaming.
Humbly doing it.
When we out.
Okay then.
Bulls are right.
Bulls are right.